I wasn't the kid who sat in front of the television and was like, I want to be Audrey Hepburn, I want to be Marlon Brando. I wasn't watching The Wizard of Oz and saying, I want to be Judy Garland. I wanted to be an opera singer. I loved music. A lot of music was played in my household. I was raised by a single mom in New York. And my second grade teacher heard me singing in chorus and sent me to the Metropolitan Opera for an audition. And I always kind of felt a little, like everyone feels, I think, in life, a little kind of like I didn't fit in school. I didn't quite know who I was. The second I walked into the opera and I auditioned and I sang Happy Birthday for them in 12 different keys, and they said, welcome to the opera. And I started rehearsal just that afternoon. I felt like, this makes sense for me. This is where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be with a whole bunch of circus freaks just like me. And I really had joined the circus in a way. There were flamethrowers and horses on stage. I came from, it was just me and my mom, and all of a sudden I had 500 choristers that were my family. And that's always kind of what has initially emotionally drawn me to be part of a movie, a film, that kind of family aspect of being on set. But more importantly, really, the desire to explore other people's personalities, other people's jobs. When I was little, I could never figure out what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a nurse one day, and then the next day I'd want to be an astronaut, and then I wanted to be a chef or marry a chef just so I could eat all the good food. I never knew what I wanted to be, so with this job, I get to try on a million different hats and become a different person every 6 months, and somehow, hopefully, I'll find out who I am one day. There are people that I admire, actresses, but none that I would ever have the hubris to claim that I would seek their path, like Kate Winslet, Kate Blanchett. Those are people that I admire. Even Brenda Blethyn, I mean, and Juliette Binoche, people that aren't American or you know, that choose different films. I think the best advice I was ever given was, Clint Eastwood told me, and Sean Penn told me this too, just not to rush. Don't feel like you have to be in the public eye all the time. Don't feel like you need to always have a movie out twice every year. Don't work just to work, and only work on things that you really believe in, and that will provide longevity. If I could go home tonight and only watch one movie, I would watch, this is going to be embarrassing, Mrs. Doubtfire. I watched it 500 times as a kid. I still watch it if it's on TBS or whatever station it's on. I think it's funny and it's uplifting, and what can I say? I like a cross-dressing Robin Williams. Still a silly movie choice, but I stand by my dish, like Top Chef.